Shawn Chitwood, Craig Chitwood, Team Chitwood Martial Arts and Fitness. Hey, we want to talk about an important topic today, and that's women's self-defense and survival during a potential sexual assault. So, by the time we get to this scenario, a lot of things have gone wrong for this lady. I mean, they missed awareness, they potentially missed some opportunities standing, and we've gotten to the ground. So, don't mistake us teaching this as, hey, you know, we're not going to fight until we get here. We're only talking about one element in here. And more importantly, I think this highlights why we at Team Chitwood prefer to teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, we're qualified to teach karate, taekwondo, boxing, kickboxing, but yet we teach the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu aspect to our women because the strength and the technique. Go ahead and lay down there, Craig. So the scenario we're talking about here is this woman has been attacked, been knocked down, and obviously I'm trying to get on top of her or in this situation between her legs. And it's our contention that because it's a control issue for the man, that I don't need to ground and pound and MMA and UFC and beat you up to get what I want. I'm a big man. I can take what I want. I can hold you down. I can take your pants off. So right now it's not about punch defense. It's about personal defense and protect them from getting your clothes off and sexually assaulting you. So right now I've taken this person down, legs are open, maybe feet in the hips. And what we encourage you to do here is if you cannot separate and get space immediately, is to close your legs. Wrap your legs around the person. Now that sounds counterintuitive maybe to you, an internet world who's never seen Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, as to why we would do this. Tell me about this position, Craig. Why would you want to do this?
I want to lock my legs here and wrap around the waist so I can control the hips. If I can control his hips, I have a lot of control over his base, his posture, and a lot of his power. So that if he's trying to grab me, take my clothes, my neck, I'm able to move him around very easily simply with my legs. And to be able to control his base gives me a lot of opportunity and options to do things to either get away, get better control, potentially render him unconscious, and defend myself should I need to in this situation.
I think another thing that's important to tell, you can't really feel in video land there, is if Craig keeps his legs crossed, he extends his hips, he's tightened his pelvis. It is very difficult for me to drive on him. There's this huge gap in space here that he can keep me at bay. So again, it may seem counterintuitive to wrap the legs around in this position we call the guard. But in this technique we're going to show you today, we're going to show you the power of this technique that is unique to our style of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. All right? So at any rate, I'm here. I'm trying to get into the pants this way. What Craig is going to do is he's going to latch onto me. Okay? He can grab, if he can't reach my head, where might you grab? Yeah, he's going to grab the arms. He's going to pull, but not just with his arms, he's going to pull with his legs too. And he's going to collapse me here. As I try to recover, Craig is pushing my head out of the way. He's going to throw his armpit up on my shoulder and hug over my back, taking his small frame, smaller than me, and attaching himself to me. Myself being motivated, wanting to get up, I'm helping lift him off the ground. Now, he's going to insert his arm for the choke. Craig, I want you to talk us through this here.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to wrap my whole hand around the neck and put my thumb facing up towards my nose. So when I wrap the neck, my thumb comes in. If you guys can see how my hand is positioned, I put my thumb pointing up at my nose, and I lock my elbow down tight to my side, like I'm trying to pinch a ball between my elbow and my ribs. I squeeze. And I make that hand tight, and my second hand is going to come in the middle. So I do not like to engage or wrap and commit this other arm in there. I grab my own hand, make a tight fist, and I'm going to use my strength in just my arms to tighten. But not just my arms are going to make this effective. When I hold, I tighten that neck, and now I'm going to use the strength of the guard, the strength of my legs and my hips to make this work for me. So I'm going to fall back, keep the neck tight, and I'm going to stretch with my legs to attack the throat and the esophagus of my attacker. And you see Shawn tap. Tapping simply means that, hey, I'm in trouble, this hurts, go ahead and let go. And that's a training safety measure that we have in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, an attacker isn't going to tap like that, but am I signifying that? Another second or two, I'm rendered unconscious. I mean, it's very painful, too, to have his forearm against my Adam's apple, all right? So again, I'm in here, I'm grabbing, trying to undo, hold down. He's going to attach to me, hold me in, push the head out of the way, and then Craig's going to talk us through the choke.
All right. And what I notice here is if I let him sit up too much and he gets his head up real tall, it makes it very awkward for my arm to wrap. So I think a probably important thing here, Shawn, is that I'm really pinching that elbow down so all of my body weight is going to be on the head.
Mm-hmm.
So
very heavy.
When I wrap and he starts to sit up, I keep my elbow tight. He tries to pick me up. Now I can make that connection that we talked about. My hand wraps the throat, my thumb at my nose. Let's go ahead and spin towards the other way there, Shawn. Yeah, like that, perfect. And I insert my other hand. Now look, I'm going between our bodies, between his shoulder and my chest. Grab my own fist. I'm keeping my guard or my legs wrapped. Tension, I tighten, I pull up towards my face. I fall back. It should already be tight on that neck. And now I'm using my guard, the strength of my hips, to stretch and get that tap out of Shawn, which signifies that I'm doing it right.
And one of the things that I brought up earlier was the fact that why is investing a little bit of time in yourself to learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as far as your methodology for self-defense. And that's, if Craig were to learn how to punch at me here, he's punching, and I'm punching, laws of physics state I'm going to be bigger than he is, generally speaking, as a male over a female. And every time I do hit him once, I get a bonus shot back here. Now, I'm not advocating not striking, but I'm simply saying, as a female, your advantage is in the strength in your hips, which Craig is using, and in the body weight, which is very important in this technique. And I don't care how big my biceps are or how athletic I am, the distance from my Adam's apple to the surface is the same whether I'm a little puny guy or a big bodybuilder. That choke is just as effective. I don't lift weights with my Adam's apple to get stronger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so have you ever had any problem choking somebody with a big neck this way?
No.
Not at all. With a little bit of training, you can do it also.
We love all necks.
Yeah, never met a neck that we haven't liked. And matter of fact, our ladies, I think, in my opinion, I don't know about you, Craig, but my opinion, when the ladies in here with the slimmer arms wrap their arm around my neck versus a guy that's kind of got muscle, a little less range of motion, the ladies tend to be a lot tighter on me.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, the guys are strong and uncomfortable, but man, when a lady can learn how to choke, especially in a self-defense situation, it's like having a noose around your neck, and it's very effective. You don't have to be big, strong, athletic, know how to punch effectively and cleanly. And we hope that you can take this technique and practice it a little bit with a significant other, and give a try and add to your self-defense repertoire, or better yet, come see us at Team Chitwood Martial Arts and Fitness.